are doing a kind of similar to you watched our lives one time ago in our auction. We do an initial assessment there. We're going to be doing initial assessment here before they go into the medical barn there. So follow along, ask questions, comments. Jason will be running the cameras. And then we have over here Angela, who's hiding. You remember back in the day, Angela and I were like she would take all the notes down. So the notes are going to inside. Everything. We are going to be flying along here shortly. I will warn you, this first horse that we're going to look at did have an injury in the trailer. And its face is bloody. It's dried blood. With facial injuries on horses in here, often way worse. Okay, so it has a little gash there. We've already looked at it and everything. So we're going to take the intake photos. Angela's taking notes. And then once that horse moves on, we'll be getting another horse out and a repeating process. So watching this live is the best way for you to see the horses that we just got in last night, and we should be hopefully getting more in through this week. So please donate. Click the donation button. There should be in the description of this video, there should be a donation button, and share this video. So awesome. All right. So you can bring this one up. So let me grab photos of it over here. We're taking photos of the horse here. Am I mic'd where they can hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Problem with sound. No, there's no problem with sound.
Right. The other way. So you have the left front knee, the injury there. The right carpus or knee. The gelding. Probably mid-20s. All right. Walk it up and down just a little bit. So then I'm uploading these pictures into our. Walk it up and down just a little bit. Group. So then I'm.
Switch mics. Yours is interfering with your cell phone.
You're good. You can take them into the building.
I need your other mic. No.
It would be helpful. It would be helpful. Sorry guys, we got mic issues. Okay, so this is on in. I'm going to start working on it. Sorry for the audio. Hey, I don't know if you're still able to hear me. I think you can. That mic is getting turned off. Is it off now? Okay. Can you all hear me now? Sorry. The mic I had was not being good. Let me turn it down so the feedback isn't so loud.
There's no feedback. That was what?
But they're not hearing what you're putting out. Okay. Do you want to explain what's happening here? I'm just sending the photos and stuff. We got mic issues.
Sure. Tawny says, can you tell them what you're doing? So Tawny is actually sending the photos to our team, and I'm fixing mic issues because the pretty little lapel mic picked up interference from the cell phones, which is utterly ridiculous. So anyway, back to Tawny. Next horse is going to be coming out real soon.
And that B number, can you confirm that's?
Yes, that was B10.
Okay. All right, so I'm just sending. It says I have no connection on internet.
That's what I'm struggling with. I have no internet connection. Do we have to
You have to bear with us through the complications of, what is this? It's IT problems. I'm working on that. I'm going to grab another horse. Make sure those animals came through. Can someone, Peyton, come up to help be a handler too? Okay.
Here's the horses. There's 11 of them.
I'm probably going to be fine for the most part once we get going. Yeah, I just have to be able to use my phone. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, Ice Woman says, hi, Angela.
Hi, hey. Just trying to get this to work. I don't know why this does this sometimes, but I'm trying to attach this to Tawny's. I'm sorry, I'm trying to reply to Tawny's photos, what's happening with the animals, and for whatever reason, everything's just not wanting to work, but it's the way it goes, right? So, all right, I'm gonna finish what I'm doing here. Thank you.
Okay, Carrie asked, so we're not seeing what's happening inside. We're going to see that in Horse Shelter Heroes the next episode. So Haley's in there videoing that. This is the outside where you actually get to meet the horses and you get to watch Tawny. Tawny gives her narrative on them. So that's what's happening out here.
They can't hear me because I'm not wearing a mic, right?
Yes, you are wearing.
I am?
They can
I'm
hear
still
you.
wearing a mic. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I just trying to catch up with
You're
the
wearing
times.
2 mics.
I'm wearing 2 mics. Okay. So this horse, now that I know y'all can hear me, this is a really sweet horse.
Give Tawny thumbs up if you can hear her. Yep, Ice Woman says she can hear you.
Okay. So I'm not a veterinarian, and I will look at things and I'll be like, that's what it looks like to me. So this horse may have Cushing's, but what I'm really most concerned about is melanoma. Let's see if I can take a look. I don't tie horses that I don't know. I securely wrap them so they can pull out if they need to. So this horse's tail is quite thick. I need to be on the other side if you all are going to be able to see. And kind of wavy and curly. And when you see this in gray horses, there's usually melanoma. And he has a lot of it. If you come over here, it's called melanoma cancer. And it's up in his rectum too. So he has melanoma on his tail, his rectum. Sometimes you can feel it in other places of their body. He's going to be mid-20s. Mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Peyton, can you put some gloves on?
Is this a gelding or mare? Sorry. I think you said
This
he,
is a
right?
gelding.
It's a gelding.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. To get their photos, one of each side, and their face. Okay, and then I'm going to send these over. So it's just pointing at the horse right now. I'm sending pictures over to our team, and then Angela's going to send in the information. It's really sad when people have older horses that have medical problems like this, because they really need to do what's right for their animal and not let's see. I want to make sure I'm not putting that as a reply. If you have an older horse, you are the best person for that horse. There's nobody else that is going to have as much concern for that horse as you. And if you've lost concern for your horse, like all these old horses that I see, you need to do what's right for your old horse.
All right, Janer donated $20.
Thank you so much. So the breed on the last horse, you didn't get the breed.
Oh, no.
If I don't tell it to you, you ask me.
Okay.
I would say this is probably a Paso Cross.
All right, guys. So Jason here. If you have questions for Tawny, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm going to be monitoring the chat,
Okay.
and I'm also
So
going to be
Peyton, you can take
monitoring your
him and put him in that
donations. So please
empty,
hit that donation button,
thing.
just like Janer did.
I'm just
Thank
going
you
to give
so
a shout
much.
out to Peyton here real quick. You can come over here. You see her in the episodes. Peyton is such an amazing young lady. She came here, they're trainers and riding horses. Even seen her do some barrel racing out in the field. But she is amazing. Huge part of our team. And we're so incredibly grateful to have her here. And we know where she gets all her amazements from is your mom is.
This is like my first time.
Okay, so this is her first time in intake. So she's going to be helping out here as a horse handler and also inside. So just wanted to give you a shout out to Peyton's amazing part of our team. So you can take him and I'll work on getting the next horse.
Photos, I don't see them. I don't know if it's just not coming in on my phone.
Volume's quite low. So let's this one right in the center. This one's
You on the right Wi-Fi?
yes.
Jason set me up.
And if you can get like a bucket of cookies or something, Peyton, or grain, it'll just make it easier to catch the next ones.
If I can get it to,
It says it's sent.
says it's sent. Okay, I'm gonna close it out, come back in. Maybe it just.
Say something like. Talk
Huh?
to the camera.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. Sorry we're having such issues, but thank you for being here and hanging out with us while we work through these technical difficulties. We do plan on getting more horses in. We have 11 here right now. And then we got 9 in before the ice storm. If you don't know anything about the ice storm while we're working on these IT problems, just do Ice Storm Tennessee 2026. It was a horrific thing, and a lot of people lost their lives. A lot of damage was done. I think our county is still in a state of emergency because of it. I think everyone's gotten their power back. I mean, people didn't have their power for like a week, freezing cold temperatures. It was really a sad thing.
Okay, well, let us know if the volume's any better.
If you want to try to grab a bucket with some stuff, just be
Just have
careful
to,
what you're
turn up the
touching
gain
because these
on
horses
the,
could be sick. So like, you can use a bucket there, or just grab
Sorry, Chris
cookies.
was just telling me something.
We just don't want to
I just had to
contaminate
turn the
any.
gain up on
Yeah.
the receiver. No sound. Everybody else can hear Nancy.
Hello. You're okay. Easy. Easy. Good horse. You're all right. Come on. No, you don't. Come on. So I'm just looking over its legs, trying to see if there's any weird bumps. This is a gelding.
Okay.
This seems like it has something wrong with its right hind leg, maybe. Just seems off.
I'm sorry, is that right or
Right hind.
right hind?
Just when he's stepping, he's favoring it. Or you can bring a cookie over and hold him for me, and I'll get pictures. Calm down, you're okay. There you go. And I'll grab his photos. It's like, I don't want a cookie. Thanks. Okay, and then turn him the other way. You want to try to get him as close to the wall as you can, because I got to get his photo. That's good. You step forward a little bit so you're not in the photo. Kind of have him at arm's length. And your arm needs to be on the other side of him so we can see his face. There we go. All right. Got one more face photo. So he seems to have good manners. You can go ahead and walk him that direction. Just concerned about that right hind leg. But nice horse, nice horse. So you can put him in that same pen down there. And we're gonna get another one out.
They're wondering who's working on the medical team inside.
You can take him over there real quick. I put your head in the window. Oh. Jason's gonna just put the camera in the window and you can say what
right.
you're doing on
Well,
this end.
They don't have a mic, so
Oh,
they don't have a mic either, so.
just close to the camera.
No, that doesn't work.
Oh,
No, it doesn't do any
here,
good. They can't
just
hear
give him one of my when I catch horses.
Sydney and I are in here after Tawny takes a look at the horses out there. We come in, finish their initial exam, take any radiographs we think Dr. Lydia might want. And then if everything checks out, they get their basic vaccines. If we need to do any blood work, we pull that for later. Microchip, deworm, all their basic take stuff. So that's what we're doing, and then putting them back outside afterwards.
Hold on. If you can just talk, I gotta send.
I keep losing the last thing, it's so crazy.
My other mic is over there.
So Tawny is sending the photos to Angela, but Angela's not seeing them.
I'm sending him my animals.
Yeah. Well, I know that she posted, I put a reply, and then
We have some rowdy horses over there.
Fly in there.
All right, they're just busy doing their stuff. We're gonna keep
Oh,
watching
I see more
horses.
replies. I see it now. There's the 11. Okay, and then the 12 posted as a reply.
Hold on, hold on. Just this for a second.
So that's 12? Or that's the one you still need to do?
12, yeah.
Okay.
12 is the
11's the gray.
yes.
Okay, that's what I got.
So I just got posted as a reply. So that's why we're not saying it's under reply on the first one.
Yeah, I see the gray one.
But it says the reply, so we're gonna fix that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna repost it. Okay, sorry guys, we are running
that's
into
good.
technical difficulties here, so we're trying to get the stuff set up for you. Anytime we do things different or like, hey, let's retry what we used to do a long time ago, it always takes a little bit of running the first time we got this. So I just want to make sure it's coming through accurately now. It looks like we are. So we're getting ready to take the next horse out, and if you're just joining us, that'll be horse number 4 that we've done the intake on. We do have a group of horses over here. One of them's actually licking the other one right now. It's actually kind of cute. I don't know if you can see that. Take you over there. See him licking his friend. He's still licking? He's just going at it. There you go. I don't know, must have some salt or something on his hair that he really likes. Okay, we're gonna give this back to Jason. Here you go. They can't hear you, you're not mic'd, I guess, Jason? Okay. All right, Peyton, you can bring him over here. Just walk him down and bring him back.
The reason you can't hear me is because not everybody, a lot of people specifically said, Jason, don't talk too much on the live. So Jason isn't even wearing a microphone on the live.
Okay, let's kind of have her lead her back again and then take her closer to the wall when you bring her back. And it'll be easier to get photos. And this is a mare.
The reason you can't hear me is because everybody's...
And it's a quarter horse cross.
People said, Jason, don't talk too much on the live. So Jason
There
isn't
we
even
go.
wearing a microphone on the live.
And then your hand on the other side of her. That works. Back her up a little bit so she's squared. There you go. Try to just put your hand on her other side of her face. There you go. So like when you're holding them for the photos, you kind of want to put your hand like if you're, yeah, so that way I get the whole side of her. Yeah, there you go. Hold on. Good girl. She's like, I don't know if I like this. I'm going to get your face. All right, and then take her the other side. And I think she's a quarter horse cross. All right, that's good. Back her up a little bit if she'll back up. A little more. I don't really like the window there for the photos. All right, so she behaves herself. Good. Look at another face photo. Look how photogenic you're being. Okay. How old are you? Okay.
All right, Lisa donated $50. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Let's bring her over this way.
How old is she, Connie?
So I'm going to try to bring her over here so you can see her teeth. But she's not, like, just scratch her really vigorously here. Just kind of calm her down. She doesn't like her mouth. She's embarrassed about her teeth. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. We're just kind of doing a training session.
Yes, and Carrie donated $50. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Carrie. Okay, we're getting there. You see that? She has like no teeth.
Aw, Karen just donated $100, and Madison donated $5.
Oh, thank you. So this girl needs some dental x-rays because if her front teeth are that bad, who knows what the back teeth are like. She does not like her mouth being touched, and it feels like she might have some internal tooth issues. But I would, I would age her as an older horse for sure. If she's a cribber, they can, calm down, calm down. They can definitely mess up their top teeth, and their bottom teeth can be better. Oh, calm down, calm down. Good girl. I'm just gonna put my hand right here. I'm not hurting you. See, you're okay. Just wanna peek. Just wanna peek. She's gonna be in her 20s to 30s, most likely. Her body condition's really good for a horse like that, but she definitely has a lot of head anxiety. So that could be because her mouth hurts. Okay, hold on here. I'm doing a little because if I don't post my photos, then Angela can't do her side of her job. Is that a feedback where because I can hear you talking through it, so. You just always have to wonder the stories of these horses and how they ended up where they did, and so that was 13. So 13 is 13 for the year. So every year with the buyout program, we give them what we call B numbers for buyout. And we're at number 13, and I think last year I know we were over 200 and something. I don't remember what we ended with.
Ice Woman is wondering if the other 9 got names that came in before the ice.
They should be already posted on our Facebook page. We said let's hold off and post them when we were going to do these guys. So let me see. Hallie is down in the office, and she should be posting them. It does not look like she is, so... Oh, that's pinned. Nope. Okay. So, yeah, if you go on our Facebook page, she is posting these current ones. She hasn't posted the other ones yet. So they'll be up. We'll be asking for name suggestions for them, and we want to help get them the right names. The ice storm was a pretty horrific, horrible thing to endure. And all right, so we have another horse coming out, and I'm just looking. It looks like it's got lameness going on, and I'm guessing it's arthritis, but it could be wrong. Every step looks pretty painful, so she's going to need x-rays, I would say, on both front legs. Let's not make her walk too much. Let's just put her over here and we'll get photos. She is painful. Ouchie, ouchie. Sweet baby. Oh, it's your poor legs. All right, and then let's go the other way. Looks like she might have DSLD as well. DSLD is in her back legs. When they step down, the ligaments and stuff just start weakening, and so when they're standing, they're not standing on their bones and joints like they're supposed to be, and it's actually a pretty painful thing as well. So I'm guessing her front end is hurting and her back end. I'm saying she. I think it's a girl. Can you look at your mouth? All these horses are so old. She's probably like 30. She's an old girl. Do you like that? You poor sweet girl. Her body's just giving out on her.
What's her breed?
I'm guessing quarter horse cross again. Yeah. she'll back up just a little bit. That's good. That's a good girl. Perfect with your arm. And then we'll just do the other way. Yeah, she is very, very sore. She also has a lot of spots on her back. We can just note that in the notes that there's white markings on her back. They could be saddle burns with the improper fitting saddles. It will rub the hair and the hide off and change the pigment. But they go all the way back. So it's also called lacing on some horses. It's just a color. So let's take her over there, but she needs to be the next one they see because she's hurting.
Wait, Connie, what did you notice on this horse?
Well, she's very painful in the front. She probably might have arthritis. And you can move her for the camera, and then I'll talk about it. And I think she has DSLD as well, so very painful horse, and I think she's in her 30s. Yeah, she's not doing so well. Do comment if you're enjoying watching this kind of live process that we're doing. I guess Jason's reading the comments.
I'll upload the horse that jumps on here.
At what?
We have limited uploads, so the more you all upload,
Oh.
so is there a way you could, I don't know, airdrop it to Angela or something?
No, it has to go. It's going down to Hallie. It's going to Nate. It's a whole process we have going on. So. If you don't mind, Angela, put their B number in there as well.
Okay. Yeah,
That way the notes don't get
I
confused.
don't get lost.
So I don't think that one's going to let you catch it. I think it's wild. I think we have a bunch of wild horses next. But Peyton, you can close off the corral there. And then we'll get photos of her just in that smaller area.
We're on number 14, right?
Yes.
Lots of positive reactions.
Oh, good. Good. I hope you all are enjoying this. This is like, we were trying to like, how can we bring back what we used to do at the auctions? And this is like, I'm like, we could do it like that. And
You just have to get internet figured out.
you have to get better internet figured out. Usually we're able to connect to the internet down there on our phones. And Jason's got another internet thing kind of set up. So I don't know if we could connect to the internet on our phones to the main one. That would
That's
that would
inside the
work.
building, though. It doesn't work outside. the
Yeah.
building.
Okay, so for this next one, we're just gonna do it in this pen over here. So, and Peyton, you can be a horse handler in there because the rest of these guys are wild and this is gonna take a little bit to maneuver. Thank you so much for your help. Okay. Hello, beautiful.
Let's move over closer.
Did that get put as a, sorry, hold on a second, let me see what happened here. Why is it? It's only letting me quote and reply, that's what it did last time when it was as a reply, but it doesn't, I hate this, it's so slow.
So if you click on the B number up there and then you click reply.
I am.
Yeah.
Just letting me quote. So a lot of times they'll say reply in thread, and it's only being quote and reply this time.
So you have it copied, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the next one.
Yes.
So you're applying thread,
Why did it work for you?
and then you
That's
just
not fair.
paste it.
That's exactly what I did. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
Keep
let
going.
me just see. I'm gonna try to get a halter. It looks like there's been a halter on this horse before. I'm gonna try to put a halter on it, but we'll see.
Okay, so this is the next horse. Tawny's grabbing a halter real quick. Let me pull the camera up here so you can see him a little clearer. Beautiful horse. Who thinks this horse is beautiful? Thumbs up, say I do, say something if you think this is one beautiful little paint horse.
Can you make like, you know, doesn't look like it wants to be caught. This will be a good one for our horse gentlers to work with. Yeah. No reason when we have the setup to put a horse through getting concerned if they don't want to be caught. So I'm just going to take photos and tell Angela what I think I am seeing. So she's a paint. Hello, you're very pretty. Yes. Can you see the other side of you? It looks like she's had a halter on before. Come on.
Have you confirmed mare gelding?
No,
Oh, I thought you said it's a mare.
I think it is.
Oh.
She has an injury by her lip, and she needs her feet done. I'm guessing age is probably like 3 to 4. You want to say hi? So let me send these. Yeah, you're pretty. What's really nice at our facilities, we have a padded squeeze chute that we can put horses in that don't want to be handled, so we can actually look at their injuries, like her lip. Okay. Okay. So this is number 15 through the buyout program, and the buyout program is a goal of intercepting horses out of the slaughter pipeline. So we are getting them typically below slaughter price, so like $4.50 a horse, any horse regardless of its condition. And these horses are coming. This is a good group. We've had some really horrific horses that have come in. In the slaughter pipeline, horses are used for all kinds of horrific things. They're used as a disguise for moving drugs. We've had a number of horses test positive for diphtheria, and that means these horses had to be in a trailer with humans that had diphtheria. All right, so I'm going to move her over here. She can hang out on this side, and we'll try to get another horse in here. Are you going to try to bring her over? Yeah. Come on. You're all right. Come on. Good girl. Come on. There you go. It still looks to, yeah, she's definitely a mare. Us over here.
There's just one horse.
We're going to try. If you can pull this water out. This one looks like it's trained. Are you friendly? I think we could get you out. Yes. Hello. Some of them have a real wild eye and they look at you and they're like, no way. And that one's like, do you have a cookie for me? I have a cookie for you.
You have a question for me? What?
I have a cookie for
Oh,
the horse.
you have a cookie for me. Okay.
Not for you. Sorry. Hello, beautiful. How are you? You're in here with all these wild ones? Yes. You look like a very sweet horse.
Judy, thank you so much for your $15 donation. Wow, really super appreciate it.
Meet your little horse. What do I have? More cookies. I do. I have more cookies. This horse does have a bridle path too, so it's a dead giveaway that it should let you catch it. But sometimes traders will give horses bridle paths, and they're not handled at all. You're gonna have to get some gloves on and stuff.
Where's your?
Come on. Okay, this is a gelding. Very handsome. Go ahead and walk him down and back. Step away, Peyton. There you go. Look at your face.
Well, we hit 300 people hanging out with us on YouTube.
That's good.
Back when a few years in.
All right, I got everything, so you can go down there in that pen. I'm just older, but needs dental x-rays, but like weight-wise, he looks good. Legs, he's moving around fine. Seems like a very sweet horse. Nice. 26, 16. Gelding. Angela, can you step away and just call the animal control guy in the next county over in the city?
I already
You talked to him? Okay, because he was calling me, and I'm like, can't talk right now. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm guessing these guys are all unhandled horses. One thing with the BLM right now, they're doing sale dispersals, basically, and there are horses that the BLM is basically selling with no restrictions for $1 a piece. So basically you can buy a horse for $1 a piece from the BLM, like by the semi-load. And I know that there's a number of semi-loads that have gone down to Texas. It was a couple months ago. It was like, wow, there's an entire couple semi-loads of BLM horses, and because they're sale authorities, once they leave possession of the one person that purchased them, there's just no restrictions or anything. So these horses are in jeopardy. So we're probably going to start seeing a lot more Mustangs come through the facilities as people are realizing that they can get them from the government like that. We are also in the process of being able to intercept some of them as well. We want to get them where they're not ending up in the slaughter pipeline, because we've documented a number of cases where sale authority Mustangs, BLM Mustangs, have ended up in the slaughter pipeline. And so right now we can get yearlings and burros, and we're working on getting an order of semi-loads. Nice thing is they do come in vaccinated and microchipped and castrated and all that, so that's good. But anyone else that's getting these horses that where they're ending up in the slaughter pipeline are getting, I mean, it's really sad to think your tax dollars are going towards rounding up these horses, getting them microchipped, vaccinated, gelded, fed up where they're fat, and then people that are in this really horrible thought process are able to get these horses, and the next thing you know, they're in the slaughter pipeline, and they paid like $1 a piece for them. It's really sad, but we are going to be saving as many as we can. Once we have the green light, we don't need money to purchase them, because they're literally $1 a piece, but we need money for training them. We're going to have to hire more trainers. We're going to have to get them transferred out to other organizations. It's going to be a huge endeavor, but our initial plan is that we'll get about 40 donkeys. Maybe they're all pregnant jennies, and we have a bunch of baby donkeys. How fun would that be? And then a semi-load of yearlings. So that is on the horizon for us. The government themselves are trying to take steps to prevent horses from ending up in wrong places. Like there's a screening process and everything, but we know within the slaughter pipeline there's a ton of criminal activity, and criminals, see if we can calmly separate these horses and then get them photos. So we'll see how this goes. Hello, beautifuls. These guys' feet are in really long. Did I get the last photo uploaded? Are you, you're good on that? Okay. Hello. Hopefully y'all got to see that. That was amazing. Was it where they could see what happened?
Yep, it wasn't buffering.
Well, I mean, like pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, hopefully y'all saw that. That was how I want every movement of unhandled horses to go. It's just calm and peaceful, and the horse just walked right where I wanted it to go. So this is a gelding. This is a branded BLM Mustang. Put a note there that they'll need to shave the brand down so we can figure out who this horse is. You're so pretty. You gotta wonder what his genetics are. He's so stocky. You are a beautiful horse. So his brand will say his age, but his legs look clean. Hello. He's a nice, stocky, beautiful gelding. And it seems like he has a good temperament. Like his mind isn't like freak. Oh boy, go in that direction. He's a good-looking horse, and he's a roan. So when he sheds out, he's going to have a beautiful coat. You can see the roaning on his tail. This would be a horse that would be fun to do a DNA test on. If anyone would like to donate a DNA test, especially if we get a lot more Mustangs in, we'd like to start tracking their genetic makeups. And this would be a great one to DNA test. Angela, well, you don't have a mic on, do you? As far as like how people can donate testing, because I know we've had it done before. Like somebody wants to do, you have to turn
on the other side. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you want to donate testing, just email me at angela@horseplus.org, and we can get the test paid for, and I'll get that ordered. We do it through UC Davis. So I forget what the price is right off the top of my head.
I think it's like 150 a horse.
I was thinking 120, 150, something like that. I can't remember the exact cost, but if you want to do that, email me and we'll get together and we'll talk about getting a DNA test. Thank you.
Good
Well,
boy.
Wind in the Fir Trees just donated $20. Thank you so much.
He's just a beautiful horse. Like, he's got a great mind. He's a very nice horse here. $17. And again, I don't know how old he is. The Freeze brand will tell us, but I don't think he's terribly old. He's probably in his, I mean, it would be nice to say he's under 10, but we'll tell from his brand. And we're really grateful that the Bureau of Land Management, the BLM, started microchipping as well. And there's different microchips that you can do for horses. And at Horse Plus, we use the one where we can use a scanner and it will give us the horse's temperature. And that is what the BLM is also using. So I'm going to move him over in the other pen. He does have just a little, it could be an old scar on his right front leg. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Just a little bit of missing hair there. Hey, bud. Can we move? This would be a fun horse to train. All right, come on. Go that way. Good boy. Good boy. Go on. Nope. He's like, I can't go that direction. Come on. We're gonna go that way. I don't. Okay, yeah. I see. Go that way. Good boy. Trey could have him gentled down in no time at all. Good boy. Good boy. All right. So we can hope.
Connie's going to repeat process now.
We're going to hope that these guys just continue to go. All right, we're going to repeat process with that one. Good
Look
job.
at that. Hold this up for you guys. Get a better look at the horse.
So these guys, not him so much, but these guys, they all have really long feet. And what happens a lot of times is people get horses from the BLM and they're like, oh, I'm going to train them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And they just stick them in a pen. There is a lot of places that are like, oh, we're going to do sanctuary for horses, and they have them in small corrals. They're not able to run on large areas that wear down their feet. And so there's a lot of horses that end up in that situation as well. I'm just gonna get your pictures. So long feet.
Thank you so much for your donation, Love at the Farm.
There comes one of them out from getting medical done. And again, if you want to watch the medical part, watch our episode. It'll be coming out next Tuesday. But instead of doing a whole almost live and editing it and everything, we're like, we'll just give you the real live instead of the almost live. You're very handsome. Look at your pretty face. He's like, I do not know what this human wants with me. You're okay. So when I was 10 years old, I had a pony I got when I was 5. My mom had horses, and we grew up with horses and Arabians mostly. But when I was 5, I got a little Shetland pony that tried to kill me. A scar on my face because of him. But I loved him. He was a great little pony. Ended up going to my cousin's when I got my horse. And my first horse was a horse from the BLM, the Litchfield Corrals out of Susanville. You're right. And my mom worked with her until you could lead her and out of the pen. And my mom was doing the first ride on her. And wild horses, a lot of times they feel security once they get to know you and being beside you. And she was okay with my dad leading her and my mom sitting on her bareback. But then she got a little bit farther away from my dad and their security blanket was gone. And she spooked, my mom went flying. And my mom broke her arm really bad. I remember seeing it was like bones, it was bad. And so my mom was laid up. And so then I went out and trained that Mustang from that point on. And then she was my horse. And it was pretty cool. So I don't know how this boy did this, but he is missing a slice of his ear. It's the inner ear on the left side. He's just got a slice of his ear missing. It's not, looks like it's gonna hurt him at all, but he is missing a slice of his ear. I know, I'm making you nervous. But Mustangs are great horses. They're like 4-wheel drive horses. Out in the trails, they will go and do everything, and you can pretty much use them on any discipline. Barrel racing, jumping. They are awesome horses. Okay, we're gonna see about moving him over. So I don't really see anything, Angela, other than his long hooves. We'll need to get him gentled so we can get his feet done. That would be a priority. And he's unhandled. Let's see, we're gonna go this way. All right, buddy, you get to go with your friends. I think he'll be fine once his feet are trimmed. Go on. Around like you are seeing today, but it's really nice seeing in person. We are going to have to, when we start getting sale authority Mustangs in, we hope to get a bunch in. We do have to raise these 1 foot higher. So isn't that going to be a fun job to put all these gates and stuff 1 foot higher so they're less tempting for a big full-size horse to jump over. But as you can see, you move calm. These horses should be fine. All right, guys. Not quite. These two are joined at the hip. Come on. We'll give her a minute to calm down. So this is a mare. One of her milk ducts seems to be enlarged. It's larger than the other one. So hard to say what's going on there. She's definitely not going to let us touch her to find out. She's definitely a big boned horse. She probably has some draft horse or something in her. You're all right. You're all right. I know. I know. You're okay. Just gonna come over to this corner. There you go. So it's her right one that's kind of just enlarged and swollen. She's a really pretty horse. Big bone. But again, this would be a really cool horse to be able to lay like, what genetics does this horse have? And we could get the DNA from her. So you're all right. And that everything's gonna be okay. Do put in there that her right hock, there might be something up with her right hock.
Right off.
In there somewhere. It's like that panel touched me, I'm so scared. This one, if you want to come over here a little bit, this one I'm concerned about. Because if you look here, you can see how overgrown those front hooves are. And as you watch her walk, you can actually see her shifting and like she doesn't have good feet to stand on. And it actually looks to me like she might be developing ring bone. When joints and bones aren't in there, you just look how her leg comes down and then right above her hoof, so that could be really a sad situation. So I would just I'm gonna open this back up so she feels like she can move away more. Because you're scared, huh? I just have to get your pictures. There you go. You're so pretty. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. She is. Just the left one looks worse than the right one. But she could have permanent damage. And once that happens, it just gets worse and worse, and there's nothing that we're able to do for it. Bad. I need the marking on your face, but I'm not going to be able to get that. Oh, it's so sad watching her move. The left one definitely has more, like she doesn't have a good hoof to step on, and you can actually see it moving back and forth pretty rough. But, all right, so we're going to leave her in there because she'll be happy. And that is our last horse to intake for today. So, well, the initial intake. Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you want to see the rest of what we're going to be doing, we're going to off the live now, but you're going to have to watch our weekly episode. It'll be next Tuesday. So over here, we got the amazing Haley filming, and Angela about to walk into her. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this actual live of doing an initial intake process before the really in-depth process, which you'll be able to watch more of that in our episodes and stuff, do comment, let us know if you enjoyed actually seeing it live. So thank you so much.
Despite all the buffering issues.
Yeah, we'll get better on that. If you all like it, we'll make sure we make it where you can, but more user-friendly. But just want to thank each and every person who donated. I don't know who you all are, but I know Jason's like, oh, so-and-so donated and this person donated. And thank you so much. We cannot do the work we do here at Horse Plus, intercepting horses out of the slaughter pipeline without your help. So we hope to get more horses in this week, but we can only do that with your support. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. donate, and I think there's an episode coming out today about noon-ish or so. Our weekly episodes, you're definitely going to want to watch it. I previewed it this morning. It's really fun. So take care, y'all. Thank you so much for your support.
Ty, do you want to do a quick interview that you assessed the last horse? We're not quite